Yo, we'll do another one of these. So, take your hands while softly going back and forth, side to side. Really explore how you move your hands back and forth. Stick to up and down, to the front. Keep doing what you're doing. So now we'll go more into circles. I want you to kind of trace the outside of each hand with your fingertips and the outside edge of it. Following the blade up the thumb, base of the palm around the tips, fingertips back up, rinse and repeat. Take a couple deep breaths in here. Really feel the plane of energy. So a lot of times we'll have our hands together, facing each other to create a ball or a magnetic sensation between the hands. This time, we are creating, you could say, a blade, an edge, a pain, something so flat it's almost two-dimensional. So then from here, put your hands together. Feel that plane bisecting your body comfortably. Take a big exhale. One more time. Really let it go. All right. So from here, we'll do a little bit of the swing. Really sink into the ground. Hi, baby. Something you can try with the swing is flipping the hands over. So you're flicking the fingers back, or you can do it with the palms facing back. You can also hunch forward to get more of a thoracic stretch, or you can do the opposite with the sternum and kind of bounce into it like that. Just end up about like this. Today I want to talk to you about our anger. So, I want us to be able to get in touch with our anger in a nice manner, in a controlled manner. Put your hands back on the lower dantian now. Just rock softly and comfortably side to side. You can keep your eyes shut for this little bit. I'm just going to talk about what's going to come next. So anger and the fight response in the body are usually very intertwined. Fear too, but we'll get to that. So where the fight response as a somatic program if it gets lodged in the body, you will see it manifest as tension in the arms and neck, usually, because when we think about it, when we're fighting or we're all hunched up like that, if you look at a UFC fighter, they're very hunched and closed in, protecting the organs. It's a different kind of stance than the stance that you would have going to a wedding, you know? I'd hope, anyway. Oh, yeah. Just letting the body unfurl. So there's stuff out there called trauma release exercises, or TRE. I'm not a guy about that, but I've done a few of these classes, and I've had it spontaneously come out in Qigong, where these shakes will come out of the body. And back then, I just thought I was weak. I didn't even know it was trauma releasing from the body. But you know what I had a lot of? Repressed anger. So you know what that's a lot of? At least in my particular case, it was a lot of repressed fight. So, what we're going to do here is just to get into touch with that in a very kind of slow, simple way. So I want you to take your hands off your lower dantian that's been getting charged up this whole time with the energies of heaven and earth. I want you to take your hands. I'm going to get a bit closer. So I want you to take your hands. I'm going to go in a mabu here. Take your hands and push in. Start like this, pushing in, and let the hands flatten into each other until you really feel it. Now, see how my shoulders are coming up? Normally what you'd want is you'd want to be nice and relaxed and down and stuff. But for this, we're trying to induce like the tension of a bit of a fight here. So, also being down in a bit of a lower stance will help recruit more of your body into this pushing, because you're not just pushing with your arms. I want you to be pushing from the lower belly, from the earth. I don't want you to be putting maximum force into this, but I want maximum recruitment works better. So, let it go. One more time, in, and start to press. And just let the body kind of come into its natural space of how it's going to look when you're pressing. So see, I look like a terrible posture right here. And that's okay. That's what we want right now. So as you tense the neck and feel the recruitment in the arms, see, it's already starting to shake a bit. So I've done a lot of work with trauma release and exploration into this stuff. So if it doesn't come up this quick for you, that's good. Well, it could be that you don't even have any fight stored in you, which is good, but I doubt it. We're humans. So as we tense the arms, I want you to tense the arms for a count of 3, maybe like 50%. 1, 2, 3. Now release that tension, but maintain the directionally inward pressure like this. So the pressure remains the same, but we're tensing the arms. I don't know if my muscles aren't so big that you see the flex, but the tensing is this. The pressure in remains the same, okay? And I might be being specific here. If you're finding you're getting the shakes, not from doing this, do that. It's about getting these shakes. So we'll press in one more time. Now I want you to really squeeze, tense your stomach, bring your jaw to your collarbones, and push. And now relax and let the hands do whatever they're going to do. I'm just going to move back. you, but that built up a solid amount of heat and charge in my body. So, another one we could try. We'll do it pointing at the ground now. Same idea. You can, however you're putting the most even amount of pressure into your hands is what's important. Maintaining a perfect posture is not important for this. Maximum recruitment is important. Don't worry how it looks, because we're trying to find hidden and stuck pieces of chi in our bodies, and that's where a lot of these lack of perfect posture things come from, is these things get stuck in there. So how do you go and meet it? Well, you got to go to its house. What's its house look like? Maybe like that. Maybe like, maybe, who knows? So, be open to it. Because that's why it's stuck in there, because there wasn't an openness at the time it occurred. You may also sense you get some anger and some emotions coming up from this. If it gets to a point that it's too intense, then you can just stop. I would recommend getting some water, maybe do some bit of cool water on your face, or sink back down into an earth posture like here, or just lower dantian, or just letting it kind of drain out like that. So, one other one that I would like to try, we'll do it one more from the bottom. So I'm like letting my arms kind of fold in here, but I'm also still maintaining a good amount of breath in my chest, but I'm not trying to pump it out. It's as simple as this is collapse, that is kind of relaxed and ready. You'll know the feeling in your body. It's hard to communicate this stuff like this, even in person. So if you feel like you're not getting it, don't worry about that. So, I'm even almost trying to get my forearms to touch, but that's not necessary. Mainly we're focusing on the hands. So, from here we're going to do the same thing that we did before like this, but we're going to start at the bottom. So as you come in here, maybe taking a lower stance is helpful. I'm going to go on this angle. So here, start to apply that pressure and let the hands fold, flatten into each other. Pressing evenly through the palms, the fingers, letting the body adjust to this center line. And now we'll do the same thing again. Pressure remains the same, but we're going to tense the arms. So you can start by pulling the chin into the neck. That'll inflate the shoulders, flowing down into the forearms. And hold that for 3, 2, 1. Big in and out. Release that tension. Pressure remains the same. And one more time. In, out, pressurize. And if you feel, let go. The tension, right now my tension is now kind of gone into an autonomous process like this. So I'm just going to let it do that. For you, you can just continue to breathe. You can also try to tune into my energy. Let your mirror neurons take what is helpful. Don't emulate too much. You'll go fucking nuts. So see this fight response. Often, there's a fight response associated. See my legs shaking right there? There's often a flight response too. Oh, that's easier if you point it down at the earth. Ground that out. So you see how that was getting pretty intense there? I apologize for the camera shaking. I'm shaking my deck. And it's just a process like this. Like right now, I'm not limiting anything. The oscillation is slowing. Feel a lot of heat releasing from the body. When you feel ready, as I do now, right in here, there's a tight spot that was coming out. And think about it. When you're squeezing in, getting ready to fight, this is a very protective spot of when it turns on. It's like an arm wrestler pulling in tight, right? It's nice. So we will finish the classic wash. Big breath in and up. Over the back, down the front. Over the back, up the back and the sides. Down the front, under the feet. Up, in and up. And down. And one more. Bring your hands into a little prayer posture. Give yourself some credit. And if you had any shakes or sensations or anything come up during this exploration of a little bit of fight response, trauma release, thank them too. It's not always easy for them to show up. And with that, have a good one.